Dall sheep, one of the most hardy, unique animals of Alaska, and they're such a joy to find and spend time with. And around the Chugach Mountains, one of my favorite times to see them is early winter when they come into rut. That's for a couple of reasons. First, the sheep start to mingle. As the rest of the year, the males separate from the females into what's called bands, and the ewes separate to raise their lambs in large groups also. And second, the sheep come to the inlet side of the mountains and are easier to find and less hiking. And why do they come to the inlet side? Sea salt. As the snow falls and winds blow, sea salt accumulates on the side of the mountain and sticks to the rocks, the grass, sedges, lichens, moss, and other plants the sheep love to eat. And I guess there's a third reason that I love to photograph them in the snow. It's the contrast of the rocks, the red and orange lichen, and the white of the snow and the sheep just looks incredible. We always love photographing any sheep we find, and the ewes look great most of the year when we can find the ewes, that is. But the coveted shots are always the rams. Usually most of the year requires a bit more rock climbing to find. But come the rut, they are in numbers and chasing the ladies. And when you can line up that hero shot on the edge of the mountain with a clear background or get a jumping shot, that just makes your day. Now a little bit about the gear I'm using to photograph the sheep. I'm using the Canon R5 with the EF500 f4 Mark II for the lens. The R5 is a magical camera and really changed my photography. For the first time I didn't have to think about focus, and getting the exposure right with an EVF just makes it so much more simple. So getting a good composition and playing with the light became the main focus, as well as all the other things with using a DSLR I didn't have to think about. And the autofocus is superb on this camera, and the image quality is also fantastic. And it shoots really good video also. I photographed these sheep over 2 days. The first day was all cloudy and cold with a lot of frost forming from a freezing fog. And on the second day, the clouds opened up and we got some incredible sun and golden light. Now back to the sheep. Dall sheep are the northernmost wild sheep in the world, and their white coat makes them unique in the sheep world also. Now about those amazing horns. The horns take up to 8 years to grow and are composed of keratin, the same material as our fingernails. In late fall or winter, horn growth slows and eventually ceases. This start and stop growth results in a pattern of rings called annuli, which are spaced along the length of the horn and can help determine their age. The age of sheep can be calculated from the number of growth rings on their horns. And how old can they get? Well, Dall rams as old as 16 years have been seen, and ewes have been known to reach 19 years of age. Generally, however, a 12-year-old sheep is considered quite old. Now, I'm sure you're all wondering if I got any rams smashing heads together in tussles. Well, no. This time of year, that behavior is fairly rare. You see, the ram's behavior with the clash of horns is a pecking order behavior or establishing dominance, and that happens throughout the spring and summer, and that order is well established by the fall and early winter. So most you get during this rut is some shoving and some kicks with their front legs at another ram. This second day was a lot of fun with the light and the glint of color in the eyes of the sheep was fantastic. The sheep were foraging and relaxing on the side of the mountain. And then a curious visitor popped its head out from under a large spruce. A lone coyote. My heart rate jumped dramatically. This lone coyote had just popped into view close to the sheep and sat down to watch them. Seeing an interaction with the predator and some sheep is rare, and to have them all in great light, just amazing. And then it got even better. The coyote circled the hill and popped out right above the largest ram and a couple of the ewes. And then it just became a bit comical. The ram stared at the coyote for a bit, and then just went about snacking on the lichen again with the coyote not 20 feet above him. Having more incredible, some of the ewes just bedded down and watched the coyote walk around. I guess both the sheep and the coyote knew there wasn't much of a threat by itself. The coyote circled above the sheep for a few more minutes, seeing if there was any opportunity, and after a bit, he disappeared over the top of the ridge and we never saw it for the rest of the day. Just incredible. And I've always said, you're never bored in Alaska. I continued to take pictures and videos of the sheep feeding and resting on the side of the mountain. And as the light started to fall, some fog moved in and made for a bit of an interesting shot of the sheep in these conditions. But the light dropped too low to take anything but blue high ISO images. So it became time to say goodnight to all the amazing sheep and call it a day. It was a great time to spend watching the rams and ewes interact, and more amazing to see the coyote encounter. Alaska is just a unique place to photograph, and I hope you're all enjoying the channel and the content. If you like this video and you're enjoying the channel and would like to help support the channel, click the join button on the channel page to become a member. It's as low as $1 a month, or just hit the super thanks button. This just helps us rent or buy equipment and just get to the locations to film the content. Again, thanks so much for watching. Like, subscribe, watch the video to the end and all those things. Until next time, stay safe and go run that shutter.